It's A to Z here on Locked On Sports Atlanta, free on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Search Locked On Sports Atlanta. Appreciate you guys spending your Monday with me, wrapping things up here and kind of dovetailing on my conversation with Matt Chernoff a moment ago. And I thought he said it very, very succinctly about the Falcons. I told you earlier I was curious. I'm not interested. I don't find it interesting. I'm just curious. As we mentioned, the Falcons are signing all of these big-bodied wide receivers and these huge targets. And Matt said it perfectly. They want to play basketball on a football field, and it makes a ton of sense. Arthur Smith is going about a curious way to solve a very particular problem. And that is, I don't have an offensive line that blocks all that well, and I don't have a quarterback that's all that competent and good at the things that the best quarterbacks in the league are. So all I've got to do is make the targets around him as big and as findable as possible in a quick amount of time. And to me, the Falcons may want to dink and dunk the hell out of you. Like, that's what I really Drake London is not a burner. Kyle Pitts has speed, especially for a guy as big as he is, but none of the guys that they signed are all that fast. So they're not looking to stretch the field. They're going to dink and dunk the hell out of you. And I'm curious to see how the passing from the running backs, the running backs in the passing game work out as well. I think when I start to see this, running backs out in the flats, or even sort of, if you know what wheel routes are, coming out of the backfield and up the sideline against the linebacker, that's the mismatch they'll take advantage of by dinking and dunking. So they may matriculate the ball down the field, as Hank Stram used to say. But that, I could sort of see that being the logic here, that it's a three-step drop and release and get it to a spot where the bigger guy is always going to have the advantage. They're not going to get in track meets. They're not going to try to find one-on-one coverage down the sideline. It's not Mariota's strength. It's not any of these pass catchers' strength. So I kind of, again, I'm curious. And I totally concede that this whole thing could go belly up. These guys could all stink. Like, it's totally feasible for that to happen. The plan could go completely awful because Mariota is that inaccurate and balls are being tipped, and guys aren't getting their hands on it. These guys who have big bodies might have bad hands, might have feet for hands, who knows? But I at least am understanding a little bit of the concept of what they're going at and what they're trying to do. And the number of times they get in the red zone, they're going to win every jump ball. Every jump ball. And they may just say to Marcus, when push comes to shove, just haul it up there, and our guys are going to be big enough to go out, jump everybody, and high point it and find the ball. Like, that may be their total plan going forward for this thing, and that's at least offensively how they want to work. Defensively, I don't really get a feel for it yet. As I said, I think Ebiketie next to Grady Jarrett on one side could be very, very intimidating at times for certain teams. But offensively, I'm starting to see it. Like I said, I think it's a heavy dose of Tyler Algier and Cordero Patterson when they get him. But, Cordero, as Matt said, may go back to the passing game more now because you're starting to see what they're starting to do. Quick little slant routes, 5-yard comebacks and spots where Mariota can miss and doesn't have to be perfect, but still get a positive result. So basketball on a football field. Interesting. Maybe because our basketball team isn't as good as we want them to be. Our football team would be better at basketball. You never know. One final note here. I spent yesterday at the Atlanta United game, and I will just say this much. Folks, it's a great environment. If you haven't gone, go. It's worth it. I mean, it's a lot of fun. The games are exciting. They're quick, too. You're out of there in under 2 hours, which is fantastic. And it's a lot of fun. So if you haven't done the Atlanta United thing, and I'm not the biggest soccer fan in the world, you soccer nerds out there, you guys always get mad at me every time I say something bad about soccer. That's fine. But I enjoy the game. I enjoy the atmosphere. It's fun. And I did wonder out loud when I saw the crowd, I wonder if there will be this many people here for Falcons games this year. It was a pretty good crowd. I'm not going to lie. It was a pretty good crowd. But they do cover off the upper deck. So everybody is at least in a concentrated area. So when you put the upper deck open for Falcons games, it might spread out a little more, look a little bit less. So I'll at least acknowledge that much. All right, make sure you guys hit me up on Twitter at Mark Zinno, MarkZinno. Leave me some thoughts on the show. Share the links with your friends. I tweet them out every day, Instagram out as well. I'm at Mark Zinno on IG. Follow me there if you'd like to see pictures of my crazy kids and my family. That's really pretty much all I put up there. And my golf swing. as of late. That was a good one I did the other day. Anyway, but give me a follow both on Twitter and Instagram. As I said, I send out the links every single day. So make sure you retweet them, share them with your friends, download and listen, subscribe and like, do all those things. Follow us on the YouTube channel at Locked On Sports Atlanta as well. We got a great crew here, and we're really building something. And we've already passed 1,000 subscribers in about a month. So you guys are awesome. Keep spreading the word. Keep liking it, subscribing, and we're going to keep putting out great content every single day. Thanks for making A to Z your first listen every day right here on Locked On Sports Atlanta. Now make Hitting Hard with John Chucker your next listen. The ATL Sports Stalker doing everything when it comes to Braves, Hawks, Falcons, Dogs, whatever it is. You know John Chuckery is hitting hard every single day. It's free on YouTube and wherever you get your podcast. Make sure you search Locked On Sports Atlanta. Back tomorrow for a Tuesday show. Appreciate the time today. You guys have a great day. Don't take any crap from anybody. See ya.